All right. Vlog number, I think it's 14 or something. I think it's 14. So that means I've been doing this for like just a little over 2 weeks because there's a couple days that I've missed. And again, I'm just gonna keep talking about how proud I am of myself for doing this. So let's talk about my accomplishments today. So today I have created so today's Saturday, Small Business Saturday. And I woke up with my girlfriend. She helped me create a little flyer to promote an offer I have with my massages right now, which is I'm offering an at-home massage for $75 when I am regularly priced at $100, which is an awesome deal just because most massages are around $60 to $75 anyway. But this is someone myself, coming to your home and massaging you in the comfort of your house. And you can stay in your pajamas, you can get off the table and just go straight to the bathtub, have a nice soak, bubble bath, and pass out. I think at-home massages are just a way to go. I had so many of my clients over the years tell me oh, you should have a taxi service, and because no one wants to drive after they just got a massage. No one wants to sit crunched up in a car after they just spent an hour or an hour and a half or even 2 hours to get relaxed and loose. So I think that being able to get a massage in the comfort of your home is honestly just the way to go. You have access to all of your comforts, and it's just a lot better of a deal, I think. But some people don't like having people come into their home. It's their private space, so I get all that too. So, but that's what I'm doing right now. I don't have a brick and mortar. All I'm doing is massages at home for a few reasons. It's less capital for me. It's less money for me to worry about rent, space, and such like that. And I really, really enjoy traveling. One of my goals when starting a business, was I need to be able to travel more. And I was realizing when I was working with, all my old employers, worked in a few different positions, I started to feel a bit burnt out, through just not taking, I think, proper care of myself, not really addressing the things I need to address, that's why I'm so thankful for 2020, even though it's been an incredibly hard year. I am looking at myself now I'm so thankful I have just started to move in the direction of being my own self-employed business owner, because I get to create what I need for myself. So one of those things was I want to travel more. And even if originally I thought I want to travel internationally and I want to be going and doing all of these large adventures, I'm now actually doing that just at a smaller scale. Now I'm just doing it in the thumb of Michigan. And I already know that I'm going to be traveling more throughout Michigan too. One of my bigger goals is to become a traveling therapist of Michigan. I want to be well known in the state of Michigan as a traveling massage therapist. I don't know how that's going to look. I don't know how it's going to set up. I don't know how it's going to happen, but that is a goal that I have. I want to travel more, and because it serves me so well to where some people it might be really hard to get comfortable in someone else's home all the time. And you don't know what you're going to walk into. You don't know what kind of space it is, but I thrive off of that. I thrive off of my brain, my body enjoys not knowing what's going to happen. It keeps me stimulated. It keeps me engaged and creative in my work, because I get to I might one day be massaging in a basement, and then another I might be massaging on a balcony overlooking some beautiful view, and someday I might be in a beautifully designed like spare bedroom, or like, or a room with a fireplace. I don't know. Like, it just serves me so well to constantly being stimulated by new surroundings, and it just works so well for me. So I really enjoy transitioning into my own practice in this way. I've talked to another therapist who started her business out the same, and I remember we had this conversation a while ago, and she needed a little bit more of that rooted kind of thing. She has a beautifully designed space too, and it just fits her so well. But anyway, that's a whole other story. I say that a lot. I always mention whole other stories. Anyway, so I created a small business thing for that. Felt pretty pumped about it, so I did a little bit of marketing and pushing that message out there just to let people know that it's available. Something I've learned for myself as far as marketing goes is that, like, I am just not a pushy person. I cannot get down with the like cold call, the like, hey, I'm trying to sell you something. Even though that's kind of what I did today, but when I think of cold calling, I think of just getting random people that I don't know and just trying to sell myself over a phone, and I just can't get down with that. So what I've learned to do for my marketing that has made me more relaxed, and it makes me feel like I'm doing something correct, is just put your content out there and let people know that you exist. And that's it. Yeah, you can throw in some call to actions, of course, and say like, book with me and schedule with me. I'd love to book with you, verbiage and such like that. But oops, I meant to shake that. But essentially, just giving, for me, giving people that space to come to my services on their own make me feel like those that do seek me, I have been on their mind, and I have infiltrated their life and their thoughts, and it makes me feel very special, and it makes me feel very significant when people reach out to me and pay for my services, because I'm not one to shove it down your throat of why you need a massage. I'll tell you, I'll make posts and I'll show you the benefits of massage, but I'm not gonna beat up someone's feelings because they're not booking with me. Like, I get it, dude. There's so many variables of why someone wouldn't want to book with me that, like, I'm not gonna take it personal. So being able to give people that space and give people that knowledge from a distance so that they can cultivate their opinion of me from afar, and then if it's comfortable, if they're ready for it, then they will engage with it. But if you're constantly saying like, buy this, this is why you need this, and making people feel like they're in a position of lack, like if they don't buy that product or service from you and they're missing out, for me, I cannot gel with that. I do not ever want someone to be coming to me, running to me out of fear that they're gonna miss out on something. No. Like, my work is designed to make people feel wholesome, to make people feel full, and I'm not about to pressure somebody into making a purchase, especially something that's as big as an investment as $100 for a service, which is completely worth it, but it's, for some people, that is a big investment. And I really want to get closer to working with people of the millennial generation, because I am one, and I know that I'm wore out myself, and if I hadn't found massage therapy, and I just think my body, my life would be all jacked up. I was always kind of interested in health and stuff, but really getting hands-on work was never something I thought was essential, and now I do, and I want to kind of give that process to somebody else and say, hey, look, like, like not like you're missing out on something, but like look at all of the benefits from this. Like, is there something that you can maneuver in your life to where you can afford this? Because this really is something that I deem essential. Whether it's man, 4 times a year, right? 6 times a year. So what? Like, just don't be uncomfortable with the idea of having someone massage you, because it really, really helps on so many levels. The more we can manage our stress, just the more creative, the more full we become, the more abundant that we actually feel. So yeah, so that whole thing was about marketing, and just, I think, a trick for me in my marketing. It's still early on in the business. I don't really know if I'm going to have to make adjustments later on, but I can just say, as far as a feeling, as far as me, like my personal emotion, when it comes to marketing, I feel so content and like I'm doing something correct, because I don't feel pushy or edgy or sketchy or con artist-y when I'm pitching my ideas. I just give out free content, um, and give people insights and advice, or, really it's not even advice, it's me just talking to myself of what I would want someone to tell me, and let them make their own conclusions and come to me. Just relax and be a magnet. Let people just come to you. But people won't know to come to you if you don't make yourself visible. So that's the whole thing. Make yourself visible, show your talents, show your knowledge, and be humble. Be willing to change your mind and be wrong too. And I think people appreciate that and will find you if it resonates for them. Yeah. So I'm also just finishing up today as well my Fiverr account, which, for those of you who don't know what Fiverr is, it's a freelance app where, people can go to buy freelance work, anywhere from writers to graphic designers to voice artists to voice actors. There's actually a lot of stuff that you can buy freelanced on this app. And so my brother, he's full of good ideas, told me that I should put my poetry on Fiverr. And I was like, that's a good idea. So I postponed doing it for a little bit. I was kind of just researching it and realized there's actually quite a bit of poets on here. And I was like, no shit, that's awesome. People are buying poetry. And I'm like, this is the way to go. So I've set up an account. I just filled out a W-9 and have to just wait to make sure that what does it say? Yeah, just when it's successfully completed, and when it comes back, I'll be able to start selling. But it's just these little things, like I said yesterday in my videos, these little things, what are we doing every day? It's not about doing one thing. I think routines are, yes, important, but I think routines are more than what you do. It's like, it's the essence of your mind. Like, are you putting yourself forward every day in some form or fashion? Did you work out today? Was that one of your goals? Is that something that you want to do? One of my goals is to own a successful business. And so how I'm doing that is creating ideas and learning the business world and how to market myself and how to put myself out there so that I can earn an income from my own being. And I want to learn the money matrix of this physical experience. So I'm putting myself in those positions so like I can sell my poetry, and so that, making that flyer today about small businesses, I'm putting myself out there so that people can notice me and make myself visible, so that people can book with me, so that I can earn an income through these relationships, and not just relying on an employer to do that for me. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just my goals, and this is what I've transitioned into. So yeah, I'm feeling very satisfied with my routine. It's not the same every day. I don't do the same things every day. Like, I don't do them at 9 o'clock this, then 10 o'clock this, and maybe I'll get there. But these early stages of getting organized with my goals and my life and my purpose, I'm feeling good. I'm just putting myself ahead in all these different ways. And I like to open up a lot of doors in my life. I have all these interests and stuff, and instead of being afraid of those things, I'm just letting those doors stay open, and I'm walking through them when I need. Instead of saying, well, I can only focus on this one thing. It's like, no, because I have five or six things going at once, I'm not weighing it on I'm not putting that as a weight on myself. I'm actually letting that make me versatile, because when I'm in a groove with one project for a while and I start realizing like, oh man, I don't want to do this anymore. And I really don't want to do it. Like, it's not like I don't want to do it, but I know I should do it. Not that. Like, I don't want anything to do with this anymore. I have something else for that day that I can work on. And then that's the space that I need, because then the next day I'm right back at doing that thing that I just said I didn't want to be doing anymore. But I didn't waste my time. I didn't say, I'm not doing anything today at all. No, I'm just transitioning into some of my other projects. So I'd encourage, if anyone's starting a business or an idea, like, don't think that you have to start one business. Just start and have ideas and see how they overlap each other, because you are the common ground of all your ideas. Like, yeah, you may think that massage and tea don't go together, but because you like both of those things, because you're a massage therapist who likes tea, you're the common denominator that those things share. So how can you make those work for each other? You know, it's like that sort of thinking. Think of all the things that you like and just try to make it into something that works for you. It doesn't have to be one thing. It can be 5 little things and 1 big thing, or 2 pretty large things and then 3 semi-medium things. Like, it goes all over the place. I think that's 15 minutes. It's definitely 15 minutes. Thank you.